Assalamu alaikum and good morning in the biostates class. In the lecture of the biostates course, today is the second number lecture, lecture number 2. In the lecture number 2, we will go to learn about the frequency table. As I told you earlier, and the part of the descriptive statistics, in the descriptive statistics, we collect the information in the data and then the organizing the data, arranging the data, and then after that organizing, we summarize the data, and the last one we will come up with the concrete conclusion in the meaningful way. So, in this part of the descriptive statistics, we will go to learn about the frequency table, how you collect the informations and organize the data in the frequency table. So the frequency table is the most convenient method which is used hugely in the statistics for the organizing of the data. It is the very easiest and the convenient way for the organizing of the data. So for the today session, how we will go to use the frequency table for the organizing of the data. So we have a research was conducted in which the lab technicians drew the blood of the 25 patient for the blood grouping methods. So the data which is come up in the front of us of the 25 patient for the blood grouping. So the 25 patient blood group data is available over here. Now this data is not in an organized and arranged way. So for the arranging the data to give it meaningful result, so we will go to use this data for the organizing method in the frequency table. So in the frequency table, first the column of the frequency table, we will write down the classes, or we write down the number of the series of the data. So we have the 4 type of the groups, the blood group of the 25 patient A, B, O and B. Now the second one is the old method which were used before the computer or before the human being haven't know about the numeric form, given the valuation in the title, give the title in the numerication form. They will use the telemarking in the old methods of the mathematics. Now in the C, in the column number 3, we will write down the frequency of that particular data. If suppose if the A group is come up in the 25 patient, in the 5 number and the 6 number, 7 number, what's the 5 and 6 number says? The 5 and 6 number says the valuation of the observation, which is 5 in number, which is in the particular data set. And then in the 4th column, we will go to draw the relative frequency. The relative frequency means if suppose it come up with the 5, then we divide the 5 number of the frequency with the total number of the sample size, or total number of the population, or total number of the data set. The data set is the 25. Then we come up with the relative frequency proportion or percentage of that for that particular class, that for particular data. Now in the column number E, we will write down the cumulative frequency. In the cumulative frequency, we will add up the first frequency with the second frequency. Suppose this frequency, the A, blood group A is 5, we will first is write out the 5 frequency, cumulative frequency. And the second one is the 7, then we will add up 5 with 7, it's become a 12. Okay, so in the cumulative frequency, we include the second one data from the above and below of that particular number of the frequency. Now the last column, the cumulative and relative frequency. In cumulative relative frequency, we will come up with the proportion of this cumulative frequency, come up the proportion of the cumulative relative frequency of each data sets. Okay, let's we will go to solve that numerical, which is of the blood grouping of the 25 patient, the data which is available over here. We will put up in the frequency column. Then we will come up with the conclusion to give the meaningful result of this data. So the blood group A, we will count it, blood group number A, blood group A, how many frequency of that patient in the 25, in the total sample set of this data. So this is the A is 1, you will go in the row side, and the row way is the 1, and then is 2, this is a 2, and this is a 3, and this is a 4, and this is a 5. So we have the 5 number of the frequency, we have the 5 frequency of for the blood group number A. So what it means, 5 is say that the blood group A is present, 5 patients are present with of the blood group A among the 25 patients sample size. So in the telemarking we will write down we will telemark in the lining 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we will cross it. When we will cross this data after the 4, this bunch of the 4 data set with the cross numbering, it will say that is the bunch of the 5 numbers or the 5 frequency. Now we will go for the second, the B group. How the B group patients are present among the 25 number of the sample size, blood group B. Now we will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So the 7 number of the frequency, it says that the 7 number of the blood group B patient is present among of the 25 number of the patient. So for the telemarking we will do 1, 2, 3, 4 and cross it. That is make the bunch of the, it will make the bunch of the 5 patient, and then we will write telemark the lining of the 2. So the reader easily visualize that this is the frequency of the 7. Now I will go for the blood group O. How many blood group O patients are present among of the 25 patient, 25 number of the sample size. Now the O group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 number of the patient belong to the O group among the 25 number of the patient sample size. So how I will go to mark it in the telemarking 1, 2, 3, 4 and then cross it. It will show the bunch of the 5 patient, and then we will mark 1, 2, 3, 4. So it visualize, it understand for the readers. So it is the frequency of the 9 number of the patient which have the blood group number O. Okay. Now in the last, the 4th number of the blood group is AB. Now we will go to count it how many blood group AB is present among the 25 number of the patients. We will go in the row side 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we have the 4 number of the patient have the blood group AB among the 25 number of the sample size of the blood group patient. Now we will go to mark 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the telemarking it is a 4, and in the rubric form we written in a 4. Now we will go to count it. In the frequency you should memorize it. You should keep in mind the sum of the frequency. It should be equal of your sample size. This is sample size of the 25 patient. So now we will go to 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 and 4 is 16, and 16 is 9 is 25. So it's make a more clear to you. If it's become a 24 or it become the sum of its come up with the 24 or 26, so it means that your frequency or your calculation is not accurate. It's a some error inside. So the sum of the frequency and total number of the patient sample size should be come up in the equal number. Now in the third column we will go to calculate the relative frequency. The relative frequency, for the relative frequency, we will see each frequency how proportion or the percentage is present among to which blood group among the 25 number of the sample size. So the frequency number, it is the formula for that. For the relative frequency means the number of the frequency divided by total number. So it's by the 100. So it's come up in the percentage. Right. So now the total number is the number of the frequency is 5 divided by 25. So it's around 0.2. 0.2, it's come up with the 0.2. 0.2 means 20%. If you will multiply by 0.2 by the 100, it will come up with the 20%. Okay. Now the 7 is divided by 25. It come up with the around. We will divide the 7 divided by 25 is 0.28. 0.28. 0.28 means 28%. If you will goes to multiply the 0.28 with the 100, it will come up with the 28%. Now the third one, 9. The frequency of the O blood group is 9 divided by the total number of the sample size. Is come up with the 9 divided by 25 is a 0.36. It means 36%. 0.36 means 36%. Now 4, the blood group AB, the total number of the frequency, the number of the frequency is 4. 4 patients have the blood group of the A among the 25 patients. So the frequency come up with the 4 divided by 25 is 0.116. 0.16 means 16%. If you sum up 0.16, 0.36, 0.28, 0.2, it become a 1 or it become 100%. So the probability of the relative frequency always probability is always 1, or the cumulative percentage of the relative frequency 1 means is 100%. Now the fourth column, we will go to calculate the cumulative frequency. This one is the frequency and this one is the cumulative frequency. For the cumulative frequency, we will go to first column, we will write down the same point 5. Before the 5 is no any number is available there. It's the 0. So 0 plus 5 is equal to is 5. Now in the second column, now what we will do the cumulative frequency. For cumulative frequency, it says you will add up the next frequency and that particular table of the frequency number. Now 5 plus 7. 5 plus 7. 5 plus 7 is 12. Okay. Now 12 plus 9. 12 plus 9 is become a 20. 12 plus 9 is 21. 5 plus 5, the first one is a 5 plus 7 is equal to 12, and 12 plus 9 is equal to 21. 5 plus 7 is equal to 12, and 12 plus 9 is equal to 21, and the 21 plus 4 is equal to 25. So you should keep in mind what's the difference between the cumulative frequency and frequency. In the frequency, you should always keep in mind, memorize it, the sum of the frequency, it should become of the total number of the sample size. In the cumulative frequency, the last data set is the AB. In the last data set, the sum of the last data set of the cumulative frequency, it should become up with the sum of the equal number of the 25. It should be equal number of the total number of the sample size. Now is the 25. See? Now what we will do in the cumulative relative frequency. In the cumulative relative frequency, now the first the A group, the frequency of the A group, cumulative frequency of the A group is 5, and again we will go to divide it with the same formula. Here is a frequency, we will write down the cumulative relative frequency. Cumulative frequency divided by the total number of the sample size. So the 5 divided by 25. Okay. How it will be? It is 0.2, means 20%. Now again for the blood group, the cumulative frequency of the blood group is 12. 12 is divided by 25. Then how much? The percentage? 12 divided by 25 is 48.48, means 48%. 48%. Now 21 divided by 25 is 21. We'll go 21, which is the cumulative frequency for the O group, divided by the total number of the frequency is 0.84, is 84%. Now the last one is the 25. 25 for the cumulative frequency for the AB. Now the cumulative frequency 25 divided by 25 is is a 1, means 100%. We should keep in the mind that the cumulative relative frequency for the last group, it should become up to the 100%, because we are going to add up the cumulative frequency. In the cumulative frequency, we are going to include the next frequency and the first one. So now the cumulative frequency for the O group, because the why it is a 5, because no any other group is present before that data set. Now the 5 is the next frequency for the B group is 7. So we will go to add up the 5 with the 7, it become a 12, and the 12 we will go to add up with the frequency number of the O group, that's become a 21, and the 21, the fourth data set is the AB. The frequency of the AB is a 4. We add up the 21 with the 4, it's become a 25. So the last number of the cumulative frequency, it should become up the equal number of the sample size. Just like the same, the sum of the frequency, it should be 25. It should be equal to sample size of the 25. So this is the this is the organization of the simple way of the frequency, which is organize the data in the front of you all. Now see, we have the 25 number of the patient or with the data of the different blood group. Now when we will put up these 25 number of the data in the frequency table, now it's come up with some meaningful result. You can say the highest blood group among these 25 patients is 36% belong to the O group. So O group is the highest proportion among with the 36% among these 25% patients. So now you can interpret the data with the frequency table where we come up with the result of the frequency table with the relative frequency result. We can give the meaningful result to this sample size. We can say the O group is the highest proportion with the 36% among these 25% patients. Now the second one is the 28% is belong to the B group. So the least the blood is with the 16% which is belong to the AB group among these 25 number of the patient. So I hope in the today's session you have learned about the organization of the data through the using of the frequency table. With the frequency table is the very easiest and convenient way to organize and summarize the data, and it is give the meaningful result to your data to convey the audience, to convey the readers, to convey the for the learner. So in the last, I hope you learned a lot. If you any sort of the query or the question, you can comments me in my YouTube channel. You can email me, so I will reply it on your email, on your comments, inbox comments. And in the last, I request you all once again that subscribe my YouTube channel, press the bell button, so you will get the new lecture as I upload it on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.